Okay, so starting. So we have discussed that is control valve materials. Okay, am I audible? Please, anyone, please confirm me. Am I audible or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we have to discuss that is control valve materials. Okay. So using these different types of control valves, we have to compost of a variety of materials we have to use depending upon the selection of the precise composition depends on the type of you have to use as a medium or control system requirements. Okay, so using these different types of compositions, so these control valve materials we have to basically uses different different composed of a variety of materials and also the selection of the precise composition depends on type of the medium and control system requirements. Okay, so we have to make the different types of control valves using the different types of parameters. That means these control valves, it is basically composed in a variety types of materials, and the selection of the precise composition depends on the type of the medium. That means which type of mediums we have to use as these valves, and also control system requirements. So using this parameter, we have to uses different types of metals. So I am listed the one by one. This is very important. That is Al, that means the aluminium. Or aluminum. Aluminium or aluminum. Br, we know that. That means bronze. This is bronze. Then Cs. This is cast iron. Cast iron. Sometimes it is also called carbon steel. Okay. This is the also carbon steel. Then also Di, that means ductile iron. This is ductile iron. Okay. Then also Ai, that means all iron. All iron. That is Ci, that means the cast iron. Okay. Next Cr, that means the chromium. chromium. And another types of this is FS. This is forged steel. That is the forged steel. Another that is M. M means Monel. This is a one type of metal, Monel metal. Okay, that is M for Monel metal. Mi, that is malleable iron. Malleable iron. Another one Mo. This is molybdenum. Molybdenum. Okay. Next, we know that is Ni. Ni, that means the nickel iron. This is a one another important terms, and we have to basically use this nickel material. Okay. So this is nickel iron. 1 minute. Nickel iron. And also this is also only made by the only nickel. This is N for nickel. Okay. PVC, all of you known, this is polyvinyl chloride. Polyvinyl chloride. Then also TEF, we know that is another type of material, that is Teflon. Okay. And another that is SS. SS means stainless steel. Stainless steel. Okay. Last one, this is CPVC. This is the chlorinated polyvinyl chloride. Okay. So these are the basically materials we have to make the different types of control valves. Okay. So different composed of a variety of materials, the selection of the precise compositions, and it is depend on the different types of medium, which medium you have to set the control valve. And also another parameter, that is control system requirements. So using this type of parameters, we have to make the control valves using the different materials, that is aluminum, bronze, cast iron or carbon steel, ductile iron, all type of iron, cast iron, chromium, PVC, Teflon type, molybdenum type, stainless steel type, or PVC type, that means polyvinyl chloride types. Okay, so these are the basically different terms, different materials which is made the control valves. Okay, is it clear all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we go the next topics. This is the another topic. This is the definition of different terms which is associated in the control valves. Definition of different terms with control valves. Okay, so this control valve we have to know. This is basically uses in our different setups. That means the mechanical assembly system or any power electrically system or pneumatically or hydraulic concept also. Okay, so using these different types of parameters, that means pneumatic concept or hydraulic concept or mechanically working or electronically working. So using these different control valves or standard terms, we have to uses different another parts uh, using these control valves. First one, that is plug. What is plug? Plug is a movable part. Is a movable part in control valve which provides variable restriction in a part. Restriction in a part or port. So first is plug. Plug, it is a basically movable part and it control valve which provides the variable restriction in a any port also. Okay, so this is another part. Next is seat. What is seat? It is the portion. It is a portion of valve body which plug connects for closure. For closure. So seat, it is a basically portion. Sorry, this is a portion of the valve body which plug it is connect to the closure. Okay, so this is another term. This is called the seat. Next is piston. Oh, 1 minute. Piston. It is a basically one movable part. One movable, pressure responsive element that transmits force to the piston actuator stem. This is a one mechanical setup. Okay, that means you have to all of you learn that is a automobile industries. So here the piston, it is basically working in the mechanical system. So this piston, it is a basically movable element or movable part. This movable pressure responsive element that transmit the force to the piston in actuator stem also. Okay, another one, stem connector. stem connector. This device that connects the actuator stem to the valve stem. Okay, so what is stem connector? It is basically connects the actuator stem to the valve stem. Another one, sorry, that is yoke, Y-O-K-E. This structure that rigidly connects the actuator power unit to the valve. Okay, so what is yoke? This is a basically structure that rigidly connects the actuator power unit to the valve. Okay, so these are the different accessories or different terms which is associated in the control valves. This is plug, number 2 is seat, number 3 is piston, number 4 that is stem connector, another one is the yoke also. Okay, this is clear all of you? This is clear?
Yes, sir.
Anyone any doubt or any questions? So please ask me. Okay. So next we have to know what is the basic operations of these general types of control valve also. Okay. So basically we have to use this valve different oriented and different logics, that is a pneumatic type of valve, electronic type of valve, and then also we have to use different parameters also using the different environments. Okay, so basically one common part we have to use these liquid types of that is a flow measurement. Okay, so the next is 1 minute. This is valve sizing and valve capacity. So this is the basically general expression, that is CV, that is equals to Q into root over G by delta P, where I am elaborate one by one. That is delta P, this is equals to pressure drop and this is measured one unit. This is unit, that is PSI units. Okay, PSI across the valve. Across the valve. Okay, G. What is G? G is the liquid specific gravity. That means what type of liquid we have to use for this measurement. So this is G is the liquid specific gravity. So this liquid specific gravity, it is value for water. When you have to use the water, this is basically 1. Value of specific gravity of water, that is 1. Another one, that is Q. What is the Q? Q is the flow rate. Okay. This is the flow rate. And this flow rate, it is basically uses 1 unit. This is GPM. And this CV is the basically value of the total volume. We have to conclude that a particular parameter or liquid flow measurement systems. Okay, so this is basically one expressions you have to understand, that is CV is equals to Q into root over of G by delta P, where Q is the flow rate in GPM unit, G is the, that is a liquid specific gravity, and this liquid specific gravity's value, it is different in different liquids also. In water, the specific gravity value is 1, and delta P, this is basically changes of pressure drop, and this pressure drop we have to measure the unit of PSI. This pressure drop, it is measured across the valve also. Okay, this is clear, all of you? Another one, this is rangeability. Rangeability. So it is the ratio, basically it is the ratio of maximum controllable flow to minimum controllable flow. Controllable flow. So what is the rangeability? It is the basically ratio between the maximum controllable flow to the minimum controllable flow. So that means we have to written that is the Q max by Q minimum. That is equals to, we know that the equation, that is CV, it is the maximum controllable variable divided by CV, this is the minimum controllable flow. Okay, please remember these terms, that is rangeability. Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are the different types of parameters we have to discuss. Next, another one is important. This is application ratio. Application ratio. What is application ratio, it is a common way to characterize potential cavitation condition is to the application ratio. Okay, so this is a basically one ratio, a common way to characterize the potential cavity or potential cavitation condition is to the application ratio. So it is basically defined, sorry. This is application ratio. This is equals to Pi minus Po divided by Pi minus PV. Okay, where I am elaborate one by one. First one, Pi, that means the inlet pressure. That means when the starting of the fluid flow in the starting point, that is the inlet pressure. This is Po, that means the outlet pressure. Then PV, this is the vapor pressure. Vapor pressure of the fluid. Okay, so this is basically called the application ratio. This is ratio between a common way to characterize potential cavitation condition is to the application ratio. So application ratio, it is equals to Pi minus Po by Pi minus PV, where Pi is the inlet pressure of the absolute pressure, Po is the outlet pressure, and PV is the vapor pressure of the fluids also. And this fluid, it is basically application ratio, it is basically range more than 1. Okay, so this more than 1, we have to control this applications ratio. Next term, that is the corrosion. Oh, 1 minute. Next is corrosion. So when you have to design any control valve or the setup, so you have to follow these different types of parameters. Corrosion, it is the chemical reaction between the material of the valve and the fluids handled. And it causes valve deterioration. Okay, so what is corrosion? It is basically uses in the chemical reactions. Okay, so it is the chemical reactions between the material of the valve and the fluid is handled, and it causes the valve deteriorations also. Okay, is it clear, all of you? Next, another one is erosion. What is erosion? Erosion is the wear and tear of the valve trim and body resulting from high velocity fluid containing solid. Containing solids also. So erosion is the another parameter, and this is the basically wear and tear of the valve, trim of the body, and it is resulting from the high velocity fluids containing the solid also. High velocity fluids containing the different types of fluids. So this is the basically different parameters we have to use in our control valve mechanisms. Okay, so I just recall shortly. So first we have to know the different parameters. This is plug. It is a movable part, and it is control valve which provides different types of variable restriction in a port. This is seat. Seat is basically one portion of the valve body, which is plug is connects to the closure part of the valve. Piston, it is also movable part, and it response element that transmit force to the piston actuator valve or actuator stems also. Stem connector, this device, it is connect to the actuator stem to the valve stem. Then yoke is the another term. This structure of this rigidly it connects to the actuator power unit of the valve. Okay, another, this is the valve sizing or valve capacity, which is we have to express, that is CV equals to Q into root over of G by del P. Here Q is the flow rate of the which type of fluid you have to use in different parameters. G is the basically liquid specific gravity. Okay, delta P is the pressure drop, change in pressure drop in across the valve, and delta P it is measure the unit of PSI. Then we have to know that is rangeability. This is a basically ratio between the maximum controllable flow to the minimum controllable flow. So that means Q max by Q minimum. This is equals to CV max by CV minimum. Okay. 1 minute. Next, another part we have to know, that is application ratio. What is application ratio? It is a common way to characterize the potential cavitation condition. It is used to the application ratio. It is basically Pi minus PO by Pi minus PV, where Pi is the inlet pressure, is the absolute, and PO is the also outlet pressure in the absolute pressures. PV is the basically vapor pressure of the fluid level. Okay, and we know that is another corrosion and erosion also. Okay, corrosion, it is the chemical reaction between the material of the valve and the fluid is handled. So that means this what type of material we have to make by the control valve. That means we have to use a different type of material, that is stainless steel, that means bronze, that means polyvinyl chloride, that is nickel, etc. So this type of material and which type of fluid or chemical fluid we have to passes through this valve also. So there are certain amount of corrosion it is also occurred in this control valve also. Erosion is the wear and tear of the valve train of the body, and it is resulting from the high velocity fluid containing the solids also. Okay, is this part clear, all of you? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now we have to discuss one examples, that is a mathematical examples. So everyone write your own name and roll number in the chat box also. So first we have to draw one picture. So we have to given the certain idea. This is a one tank, something like that. This is a one valve we have to attach here. Everyone drawing these questions, this is very important. One mathematical, it is also application we have to done. So everyone written in your exercise book, this is the outflow of the liquid. This is the tank, something like that. And here the liquid is filled. And the height of the liquid is, that is 25 feet. 25 feet. This is inflow, that means the input. So question is, a control valve. Abhijit are present?
Yes, sir.
You take a screenshot, another, okay?
Yes, sir.
A control valve regulator regulates the liquid flow of a tank. The water level is controlled in the tank level of 25 feet by regulating the outflow. Calculate, and everyone try this problem in your rooms. I am describing the next classes also. Calculate the CV of the valve, and we know the expression of the CV in the previous slide.